Hey gang, I'm going to be talking to you today about, in the picture that you see on the Facebook page is Keenan Suthers. Keenan is a student of mine. Been skating with me since he's 8 years old. 8 years old, he's about 5'7", 5'8", just a little bit shorter than me. I'm a 5'9.5", 5'10" guy. So at 8 years old, and he started skating with me, and I just said, well, he's a big kid with a lot of talent. And then now he's a 20-year-old human being that's 6'9". 6'9", he's just humongous. He's going to Pittsburgh's camp on Monday, so we did our last skate this morning before he goes to camp. And I couldn't be, here's the thing, I'm going to go all over the place with this. Couldn't be more proud of this guy. This kid has skated with me since he's 8. He's moved on to, when he was 16, to play for USA national team, U16, or U17 and U18. Then he got a full ride scholarship to St. Lawrence University, where he's currently playing. Not only is he just playing hockey, this kid is taking pre-med, so he's not going and mailing in the school looking for a free ride. He's actually putting the work in like he always does. Comes from parents that are pharmacists and a police officer, very smart, nice, athletic people. And that's where I'm going to go with that. So that's that. So he's taken off to Pittsburgh. He's going to his second camp. He was at Florida's before. Hard-working guy. When you look at him as a hockey player, you just, obviously what stands out is how big he is. He's a 6'9" skilled guy. But you would think that being 6'9", some of the adversity he's had is, number one, being that tall, being that big. When you look at a 6'9" guy, as a coach, you might say, I need this guy to go hammer people, just be an animal, which he's a tough kid. Trust me on this. He's a tough, hard guy to play against. But on the other side, he's so skilled and so agile, great skater, great shot, great student, uses his brain all the time. So it's an interesting guy to coach because of his size, you're expecting one thing. And he can do that. Trust me, he can do that. But on the other side, he's so skilled and so smart that he doesn't have to be that big meathead that goes out on the ice. So it's an interesting thing. So he's had to have a little bit of adversity, because if he's not out there beating the crap out of people, he is almost frowned upon. But he does use his body, and he uses it well. So anyways, he's going to Pittsburgh this week, and he's going to do a great job. But the other thing I always wanted to talk about was, as a coach, is when you train someone for 12 years, you build a bond, you build a relationship. And I think that's probably what I'm going to talk about today. So when he started with me at 8, he was a little kid playing hockey, did the drills, had a big smile, a little snot-nosed kid. And we got along great. Nice, polite family. Great. As we went over the years, we built a relationship. And like all my guys, but this is a pretty special one, because he comes back, every time he comes back into town, he comes in and says hi. He gives calls me right away to when are we going to train. He asks good questions. And our conversations from his little kid to the 20-year-old person now is so different. Now we're actually just friends. Like, I'm always going to be his mentor. I know that. And I have so much respect for him, and he's got so much respect for me. And that's what a coach and a student relationship should be like. And the conversations are just mature, and it's just so nice. Guys, it's so rewarding to see when you work with somebody and you put your heart and soul into someone. And you always wonder, man, as a coach, are you doing the right thing? Are you giving them all you got? And when you see them go to this level, when they get scholarships and they're in pre-med, and they become the person that you always saw in them, it's the best feeling in the world. Because people ask me all the time, Andy, you're going to be 50 years old. When are you going to hang it up? You go too hard for a 50-year-old. Whatever. You can't keep that up. Whatever. How can I quit what I do, or how can I give up what I do for when, number one, it's my passion, and number two, you get results like Keenan Suthers and several other guys like that, but I'm just using Keenan today. We're buds. He relies on me for making him a better player, and sometimes it might not just be the hockey, it's being able to have a conversation. I remember several times, I don't want to get in trouble by his parents here, and I know they know where I'm coming from, so it doesn't really matter, but I remember his dad coming in lots of times and saying, Andy, like, how come this didn't happen yet? How come this didn't happen yet? And I used to sit there with him and his son, Keenan and his dad, and just say, listen, man, you're a big boy. You haven't grown into your body. You're going to develop into the player that you're going to be when you're 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. That's when you're going to be the real Keenan Suthers that the world is going to be ready to see. And although he was really, really good growing up, he's only starting to come in his own now. I remember Steve Ott 3 years ago, and we were doing some training. We let Keenan come out with our pro skate at, I think he was 15 or 16 years old. And Steve Ott recognized, he goes, that kid can play. That kid's good. He's getting better every single time. Because Keenan had the hard work. See, everybody has adversity. Some of us are too short. When I played, I was a 5'9.5" guy. I didn't know in my own brain that I was too short, but I look at pictures now and I go, my God. I understand where, in the real tough man's game back then, how tough that was for me. But also, you look at a guy like Keenan at 6'9", people are actually saying he's too tall for hockey. And it's not true, he's real good. So he had that adversity, but his dad used to come and say, like, why? Why is it, like, when is it gonna happen? And I said, just hang on, do the work, and, told him the truth. Literally told him the truth. And it's hard as a coach to tell the truth because it's still 2, 3, 4 years away. People want things now. But the parents trusted me. Keenan trusted me. We have such a good relationship, and as much as I want to have him succeed, and he will, he wants me to succeed, which is great. So the beautiful thing about coaching is you affect people's lives. Literally, coaches, when you're sitting there and you're wondering if it's worth it, it is. If it's one guy like Keenan Suthers, the 20 years of work I did was 1,000% worth it. I promise you that. So I don't know what else to say. I got about an hour to talk about this guy, but I'm not going to do that to you guys. Love this guy. Keep your eyes open for him. He's at St. Louis University. A couple years, you're going to see this guy making some money in the NHL. His name's Keenan Suthers. Sudsy's his nickname. Proud of you, buddy. And coaches, make a difference in someone's life. Thanks, guys.